The way I think of my life is that my life is my music, and my music is my life. At one point, I had the #1 record in the world. He was so beautiful, like a cat, and I love cats. I get the call that there's a little film to do about a boxer. I made $500 up front and bought my house on the backside.
She has no fear.
Just an absolute whirlwind.
I don't think she ever stops.
She is the most interesting character.
I've interviewed her. I love her. So we're back, guys. Sorry.
Hello.
We love her.
We love Diane Ward.
Yes, we do.
We're so honored to welcome
Oh, you're so
singer-songwriter Carol Connors to
Thank
the
you.
show. Like, I feel not worthy because you're an icon.
Would you
I
get
don't
out
feel
of
worthy.
here?
I really
Oh,
don't.
no.
Watching that of your documentary
Thank
and
you.
all the people you've known and met and the songs you've written, it's like amazing.
Aren't you sweet?
You have to look back with pride.
Well, I look back with amazement that I'm still here.
Wow.
I mean, I have led such checkered life.
Yes.
I mean, much more checkered. If you read the book, Elvis, Rocky, and Me, or see the documentary that's coming out, you will say, that girl is not as pure as the driven snow. I mean,
We love the truth. You're keeping it real.
Keep it real.
Well, I'm a Scorpio. Scorpios have a tendency to do that.
Absolutely.
But it's been a rocky road life.
Oh, my word.
Did I say that?
Yeah, well, we're excited. Can we just start a little bit at the beginning? Because I was telling Carol before the show, I used to perform in Branson, and we did
Right.
themed shows like 50s, 60s, 70s. Do you know how many times we sang To Know Him in show?
No, him.
Is to love, love, love
Love
him,
him,
just to
to
see
see
him
him
smile,
smile,
makes my life
life
worthwhile. Oh my gosh, I'm singing with Carol.
I
This
know.
is crazy, guys.
Carol, I can't sing, so I'm not going to do that
Well,
for
you
you.
know that Phil Spector, the infamous Phil
Yes.
Spector, wrote it for my voice. Wow. He fell in love with the sound of my voice on the record. It was like the #1 record in the world. And he said, I really love that girl's voice. I love it. In English, I really love that girl's voice. I'd like to meet her.
Yeah.
And so this creepy guy came up to me in a market. It's in the book and the documentary. And he said, aren't you the girl that sang To Know Him is to Love Him? And I went, yes. And he said, Elvis Presley would love to meet you. And I went, sure, right, of course, yeah, of course. But,
Elvis.
but my dad was a jockey and lived on the edge. And we're talking a long time ago. And I gave him my phone number, and he called, and I met Elvis. And the first thing that Elvis said to me, the first thing was, so why you name the group Teddy Bears? Why'd you name the group the Teddy Bears?
Oh!
Because that was the name of our group. And I was the lead singer. And I said, just want to be your teddy bear.
Oh.
And that started my love affair with him. He was my first boyfriend.
Wow.
My very first. In the book.
The rest of the show is canceled.
And
We're
the
not going
book.
to Carol.
You're the rest of the hour. Okay. Okay, so can people get the book? When is the documentary coming out?
The documentary, I'm doing some film festivals, and the book you can go to Amazon or any bookstore or the Cherry Blossom Festival.
yes.
Because I'm going to be there and I'm going to be signing books and autographs, and they have some great people coming. Patrick Duffy's coming from Dallas.
Oh, yes.
And Richard Thomas, John Boy from
From the Waltons. Yes.
And so it's going, and Reverend Inman, Nicholas Inman started this. It had to do with past presidents, and I've sang the national anthem for like 3 presidents.
Oh my
and watch. And I've been to the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. I've seen them. So I'm really looking forward to this. But Friday and Saturday, if they're going to have, autographs with many, many celebrities, my book's going to be there, and I'm going to be there, and hopefully you'll be there.
Yes.
Oh, you gotta
absolutely.
go. Oh.
I hope you do.
Yeah, okay. Can we go back to the book? Sorry.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, writing a book is such a daunting idea in the first place.
Yes.
So how did you start? You said you dictated it and someone helped.
It started with the documentary because the night that Elvis died, we stayed friends. And he was so excited for me for co-writing, Gonna Fly Now. Ba, 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 ba. We're gonna go on the road.
Yes, we are,
together.
please. It's iconic. It's iconic.
Yes, so they say it's one of the most important songs in film history, which is amazing to me. And it did buy my house in Beverly Hills. No kidding. Hey, Fly, thank you. Yes, I can imitate him too. So the bottom line is, it all started with that. I mean, the documentary. And one thing led to another, and they kept saying, do a book, do a book. I didn't want to. But Steve Bergsman, who's written a lot of books that have to do with celebrities in music, talked me into it. And we worked for, let's see, we worked about 5 months, 2 times a week. I would dictate everything to him. And he literally put the whole book together. I agree with you. I could not have done that by myself. I don't have the capability. I'm a songwriter and a singer.
Well, being a singer and a songwriter and writing songs, you're putting emotion into it. I'm sure you
Yes.
put emotion into the book, but were you even nervous about telling certain stories in the book?
No kidding, Kimasabi. But I said to myself, if I'm going to do this, if I really am going to do this, I have to be truthful. I have to tell the good, the bad, and the not so good. And there have been moments in my life that have been not so good in the book, but you know, there have been great moments, and there are moments that I've loved, and trials and tribulations that we all go through. And one of the things that, when I wrote the song the night that Elvis died, it's called You Loved My Night Away, because I was so moved by his passing, because I had seen him right before that. And it was not like I had remembered him. I mean, you know, he had changed. And I just to this day, I believe that he was there, that he hadn't, and I'm not a religious fanatic, but I believe that he led me into some of the chord changes that I came up with, because 3 major composers that have heard it have said, they go like this, Carol, where'd you come up with those chord changes? And I don't know. They were just in my fingers and on the piano and in my heart. And I believe that Elvis guided me to that. I know that, but maybe Shirley MacLaine is right. Maybe there is such a thing as channeling. I don't know. And I've felt that from day one. And I put all my feelings of the love affair I had with him in that song on that night. I've never changed a note. I've never changed a word.
Wow. That's, oh my, I have goosebumps.
I know.
Well, you have to watch the documentary, because
I'm so
I do
excited.
sing it in the documentary.
Oh, you do?
Yes, and it's called You Loved My Night Away. You can't listen to it now because, you know, it's not out, you know, and I can get in trouble with the Academy, and the Oscars are really, really tough on rules when it comes to.
And I wish we had more time.
I would say, should
No!
we read the book first, then watch the documentary, or can we do it?
Read the book first, if you will, and if you want to get it, as I said, Amazon and many other places, and come to the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Yes.
In Marshfield.
Friday and Saturday, and then when the documentary comes out, hopefully you'll watch the documentary, and then you can hear the song. They're also doing an audiobook, and the song will be in the audiobook.
Will you do the audiobook?
No, I did the dedication,
Okay.
and I did the intro, but I did not do the actual reading. I am a slow reader. Forget it. It would be 20 years before it got done.
Quickly, too, we saw Diane Warren in that clip. Maddie and I both interviewed her. She's so lovely. Are you good friends with her?
She's one of my dearest friends.
I love her. There's the picture. There we go.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, there we are. She's one of my dearest friends, and my other dearest friend is Barbie Benton.
Oh, yes!
Yes,
Oh,
I
my
know.
gosh!
We're scuba divers. We're mermaids together, as Jean-Michel Cousteau says. So those are 2 of my best friends. But Diane thinks I'm a trailblazer, which I'm thankful she thinks that, because I came before her. You know, I think I just gave my age away. but whatever. You know, I love her, and she's so wonderfully outrageous and brilliant. I call her the GOAT.
Yeah.
I call her the GOAT.
You are now our goat. Just so you know. You are the goat.
No, she's the GOAT.
Carol, it is an honor to meet you and hear a
Thank you.
glimpse of some of your stories.
Thank
the
you.
book, the documentary coming out soon, and make sure you head to Marshfield to the Cherry Blossom Festival Friday and Saturday. Meet a lot of great celebs like Carol. Like
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
I love your jacket.
You
I love
too.
your
Look
top.
at you.
Thank you.